Okay, welcome to ERYD, Ultimate Mind Control Practical Session. That is part of Sagun Siddhi Sadhana. So this meditation, today the meditation which we are going to do is not for changing your subconscious mind, but getting in tune with the totality. That creates peace of mind and spiritual upliftment, as what they say. I use it for reducing the blood pressure in the beginning, and then I do Omkar after that. So this is my normal thing which I do every day when I wake up in the at the Brahma Muhurta after my first sleep is over. And what I was telling before you came, Subhash, ना सांगत होतो मी की I have got a set procedure how to do it. If you develop a set procedure exactly what you do, then it becomes easier. So if you define the procedure and if you just follow it, I have come to this procedure by reading a lot and then gradually trial and error method. So first of all, attitude I change. I sit down and bring into awareness what attitude I want. And attitude I want is of vairagya. And vairagya means I don't want anything. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to achieve anything. So that's the attitude I come and consciously have it. And then the next thing is that I make sure that I bring my mind inside. The first step of bringing the mind inside is closing the eyes, because the moment the eyes are closed, the outside world is almost 3/4 is gone. Only what you can hear from outside or what smell you can get, that only remains. So initially, when you are bringing your mind inside, you have got to make sure that you are dwelling in the present moment. Bring the thought to the mind that that past is over. It is only just a bunch of molecules in the brain, and the future is yet to come. And then dwell into the present moment. And into the present moment, when you dwell, when you close the eyes, you start focusing your attention onto the ears, what you can hear for a few seconds, and then whether what you can smell something, whether you can taste something, and then 5 sensations which are coming from the periphery, that is touch, pain, temperature, pressure, and vibration. And spatial sensation, SPATIAL, not spatial, SPECIAL. Spatial sensation means your awareness of where you are in the space. So you can look at it from somewhere else and you can figure out where you are sitting, how you are sitting. Then when into your mind, your eyes of mind, म्हणजे मनश्चक्षूंच्या समोर तुमची figure येईल, how you are sitting. If you really concentrate, you will be able to see yourself, how you are sitting, which position you are sitting. And the human being has got a capacity to do that. In fact, before you come, you have already registered your surrounding. Where is where is your chair? It's already imprinted into your brain. And even if you put your hand in between your back of the chair and your head, you know exactly that there is a chair behind and your head is here. And when you put it down, there is a picture in your brain that you are sitting like this. So that's called spatial sensation. So that you can dwell onto that sensation as well. And so use the 50% of the brain which is not used in normal times by focusing focusing onto it. So there is 1/3 of the brain is about coordination, and that part is we are not using right now. So we are only motor part we are not using, because we are just sitting down quietly and relaxing all the muscles. Only the sensations which are coming from the muscle tendons, the ends of the tendons, they are taking care of. They are reaching the brain, and that is very minimal. So sensory portion also you can cut down a little bit by you have stopped your judgment and memory by that voluntarily by focusing onto the sensory system. And if your temperature is correct in the room, and if you are comfortable sitting down, then the sensory portion also is volleys they are coming to the brain also are reduced. So overall the brain's function is much reduced in this position. Once you have achieved that, just make sure to be concentrating on the present moment. So making the mind subtle. Making the mind subtle means in Sanskrit they say, in Marathi also, in the book which I follow, the Krishnaji Keshav Kolatkar's Patanjali Yoga Sutra Atva Bharatiya Manashastra is my Bible. In that book it says many times that man sukshma kara. Sukshma kara means focus on very subtle things that are happening to your body and mind at that particular time. So when you are actually focusing on to your uh, sensations, initially I've told you that ज्ञानेंद्रियांवरती लक्ष द्या 3, आणि त्यानंतर शरीराकडून आलेल्या सेन्सेशन्स कडे लक्ष द्या, आणि त्यानंतर आपोआप तुम्हाला ज्या त्यावेळेला गोष्टी होत असतात त्याच्याकडे तुमचं लक्ष जाईल, म्हणजे श्वास आणि हार्टबीट. सो पहिल्यांदा श्वासाकडे लक्ष जाईल तुमचं, आणि श्वासाकडे लक्ष गेल्यानंतर त्याच्यावरती तुम्ही जेव्हा फोकस करता तेव्हा तुम्हाला त्यातले बारकावे लक्षात येतील सूक्ष्म केल्यावर, की टेम्परेचर काय आहे, आर यू कम्फर्टेबल ब्रीदिंग, तुमचं नाकपुड्या उघड्या आहेत का बंद आहेत, डावी उघडी आहे का उजवी उघडी आहे. म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये पण फरक आहे. ज्या वेळेला तुमची डावी नाकपुडी उघडी असते त्यावेळेला तुमचं चंद्रतत्व सुरू असतं. ज्या वेळेला तुमची उजवी नाकपुडी उघडी असते तेव्हा सूर्यतत्व चालू असतं. त्याच्यामध्ये पण चंद्रतत्व आणि सूर्यतत्व, कुठली नाकपुडी आपली उघडी आहे, एव्हरी 45 मिनिट्स नाकपुडी बदलते. ज्या नाकाने आपली उघडते ते बदलते एव्हरी 45 मिनिट्स. आणि कधी at any given time you are always breathing through one nostril predominantly, and second nostril is secondary. So it is less breath going in through that. So when you are breathing you will start understanding which nostril तुमचं चंद्रतत्व चालू आहे का सूर्यतत्व चालू आहे ते लक्षात यायला लागेल. आता माझी डावी नाकपुडी उघडी असते. ज्या वेळेला डावी नाकपुडी उघडी असते त्यावेळेला तुमचे आध्यात्मिक, म्हणजे तुमचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन व्हायला जास्ती पॉसिबल असतं. ज्या वेळेला तुमच्या मनात वाईट विचार येत असतात त्यावेळेला तुमची जेव्हा उजवी नाकपुडी चालू असते आणि डावी बंद असते तेव्हा तुमच्या मनात उद्विग्नतेचे विचार येतात, आणि असं माइंड सारखं चेंज होत असतं आपल्या फिजिकल कंडिशन प्रमाणे, ऑर इट इज अ रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ दॅट मे बी. सो त्यानंतर ते लक्षात येईल. त्यानंतर श्वासाचा quality of the श्वास, and as I was telling before that when the breathing is happening unconsciously, the type of breathing is completely different from when you are conscious of it. When you are unconscious of your breathing, the breathing normally happens in 1:3 ratio, and with a slight gap at the end of breathing out. And in the breathing, between breathing in and breathing out, there is normally no gap when it's unconscious breathing. And breathing out च्या नंतर थोडी गॅप असते. So it is 1:3 ratio, sorry 1:2 ratio नि सुरू असतं, आणि 1 is in the breathe out phase मध्ये थोडा पॉज असतो. सो आवर नॉर्मल ब्रीथिंग इज संथ असतं. म्हणजे मी ते म्हणायचं झालं तर असं, इन आउट, इन आउट, म्हणजे असं इनच्या पेक्षा आउटला डबल असतं आणि मध्ये आउटच्या नंतर इन मध्ये थोडा गॅप असतो. दॅट्स अनकॉन्शियस ब्रीदिंग. ज्या वेळेला आपण कॉन्शियस होतो ब्रीदिंगच्या बाबतीत, त्यावेळेला इमिजिएटली आपलं ब्रीदिंगचा पॅटर्न बदलतो. आपण जास्ती डीप ब्रेथ घ्यायला सुरुवात करतो आपोआप, कारण यू आर अफ्रेड दॅट यू नो दॅट आपल्याला श्वास पुरतोय का नाही असं वाटतं. त्यामुळे आपला श्वास जास्ती डीपर होतो. आणखीन त्यानंतर ज्यावेळी आपण कॉन्शियस होतो ह्याचा, त्यावेळेला आपल्याला हार्टबीट आपण कॉन्शियस होतो आपल्या हार्टबीटचा, आपल्याला लक्षात यायला लागतो की स्पेशली ब्रीथ आउट पोझिशन मध्ये आपल्याला आपलं आपलं हार्टबीट आपल्याला लक्षात येतो. कारण अनकॉन्शियस आपलं ब्रीदिंग चालू असतं तेव्हा आपल्याला फक्त हार्टबीट लक्षात येतो. सॉरी, इंग्लिशमध्ये बोलतो. वेन वी आर ऍक्च्युली unconsciously breathing unconsciously, our mind is generally focused somewhere else, doing something, thinking something, watching something, going something. That time the breathing is going on unconsciously. At that time you do not the heartbeat does not come into awareness unless it is abnormal, unless you are getting missed heartbeats, or if there is a tachycardia, thumping, or if you are walking fast, if your heartbeat is fast and too forceful, then it comes into your attention. But otherwise, normally you don't pay attention to your heartbeat, which comes into attention when you start breathing voluntarily, especially when you are breathing. Take a big breath and let go. So when you let go, your heart rate, you pay attention to your heart here, and then you also you will notice the heart, the blood passing through your carotids. That comes into your attention. So that's happening at that time. So you pay attention to your breathing in and breathing out, and pay attention to your heartbeat. And then at each breathe out, you send a strong impulse of relaxation onto the body. So when you send a strong impulse of relaxation, you know that actually you can feel that electrical sensation is going and your muscles are relaxing. You can focus on different groups of muscles like face. Face is always tight unless you really voluntarily relax the face. So because of the worries and all other emotions which are shown on the face, and which we are always subclinically, I mean subconsciously, we are bringing into our worries and all our negative emotions into our face, onto our consciousness. Our face is reflection of that. That's why the old man's face is always wrinkled and it is not calm and serene. That is simply because he is being bombarded with negative emotions, and that his face is reflective of that. So आठ्या पडलेल्या असतात म्हाताऱ्या माणसाच्या कपाळावरती. त्यानंतर एक्सप्रेशन स्क्राउच्ड असतं. That is because of the effect of the negative emotions which shows up on the face. So face and eyes are the reflection of the mirror of the mind. So ते चेहऱ्यावरती दिसत असतं. असं सिरीन नाही माणूस दिसत, म्हातारा माणूस, कारण त्याच्यावरती निगेटिव्ह इमोशनचा परिणाम असतो. सो अनलेस यू ट्रेन युअरसेल्फ to relax the face. So relaxing the face is the first important thing when you relax. So your forehead, face, you can just actually physically do it. So if when you start relaxing the face, facial muscles, your mind relaxes. There is a feedback mechanism. When you relax the muscles, your mind relaxes. And when you relax the mind, the muscles relax. So there is a direct correlation between the mind and the muscle tone. So when you quieten the mind, the muscles will relax. But actually, when you voluntarily relax the muscles, the mind will, there is a feedback loop and the mind will relax. So you voluntarily relax the muscles. So when you after you voluntarily relax the muscles, then and then you, that is in each breathe out phase, you breathe in again, and when you take a breath in consciously, you take a deep breath in and make a yawn. Yawn is a gift that is given to God, given by God to the human being, of actually creating, stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system. So when your sympathetic nervous system is long time, it is stimulated and your epinephrine is secreted for too long time, then what happens is that the body gets tired of it, and then you automatically you create a yawn. And the yawn, the moment you create a yawn, the parasympathetic, that's the vagus nerve that is stimulated. Parasympathetic is supplied to the body through vagus nerve from the head up to the first 2/3 of the gut. So all that upper part of the whole body is supplied, parasympathetic is supplied by through vagus nerve, and vagus gets stimulated. And that's the reason when you yawn, take a deep yawn, you get watering of the eyes. So when you are taking a deep breath, which I call dawning breath, so I do it at the dawn. So that's not the reason why I call it dawning breath. I do it at the dawn, but at the same time, deep yawning, I call it. Deep yawning is a dawning breath. So I take a deep breath and keep the cords open at that time. Don't hold the breath and don't increase the venous pressure in the upper part of the brain body. That happens when you close the cords. So you keep breathing in, even if the air movement is stopped, you keep breathing in, so that when you keep breathing in, your cords is open. If you cannot do it, do a little bit of a flutter movement at the top. That is the common way, easy way of doing it, like this. At the top of the breath. But I don't have to do it, because I can keep my cords open by creating a deep yawn. Deep yawn is another method of keeping the cords open. At that time, remember to expand your throat. Expand your throat voluntarily. When you expand your throat at that time, you will get instant watering of the eyes, and that indicates that your parasympathetic nervous system is stimulated. Your blood pressure will go down immediately. So 3 breaths of the dawning, 2 or 3 dawning breaths, my blood pressure comes down. I check the blood pressure again. Normally I come, and as soon as I sit for meditation, I check my blood pressure. Three pressures in 3 pressures, my blood pressure goes down. In 3 breaths, my blood pressure goes down, and then I do Omkar. So how do I do Omkar? Omkar, as I told you yesterday, I did whole half an hour video on how to do Omkar. So let's do the Omkar today. Okay, so spine has to be upright. So normally I sit on the floor, but even I can do it even here. So see, I told you that the spine has to be straight. That doesn't mean that it can be like this. See, right now, although I am relaxed, I'm sitting in the cross-legged position, and my spine is straight, because this back of this thing is straight, and it is touching the back, so my spine is straight. I like to do it in the upright position, in sitting next to the wall, but just for the sake of demonstration, I'm doing it here. I sit next to the wall all the time, but right now I'm just sitting here. But I can show it. And in fact, what can I can put my legs down and I can sit upright and we can do the Omkar, right? Just like this, just like for you, because Subhash, you don't sit on the floor, so I have to show you just like this. So let me drink a sip of water and then I'll proceed. Yeah, so I'm showing it to especially to Subhash today. And yesterday I told you that we have to do akar, ukar, makar. But before that, before doing that, I want to you all to do bijakshar. And bijakshar I have to teach you how to do bijakshar, and then we can go to this thing. Because bijakshar is very important. Bijakshar, doing bijakshar, I do bijakshar all the time. I mean, sometimes I go directly to the Omkar, but bijakshar is you are stimulating each chakra by saying lam. You will stimulate the Muladhara chakra, and then by saying vam, you will stimulate the Swadhisthana chakra, and Muladhara chakra and Swadhisthana chakra govern the entire body's function. These two chakras. Manipur chakra, when you say Ram, the Manipur chakra will be stimulated, and Manipur chakra takes action. So it creates the body for fulfilling the desires in this world. So I want to do something. So whenever you stimulate Manipur chakra when you are fully alert, when you are fully alert and wanting to do something, we can stimulate this thing. Anahat chakra is stimulated by saying hum, and Vishuddhi is stimulated by saying yam, and Ajna chakra and Sahasrara chakra are stimulated by saying om. So today I'm just going to demonstrate the Muladhar and Swadhisthana chakra, because they are important in the beginning to learn before even doing Omkar, because body is the most important thing for us. And then unless the body is well and santulan, we are it is difficult to go to Omkar and focus and concentrate and get with what we want to get. Okay, so lam, the bijakshar lam can be recited many times, and you will realize that when you say lam, your anal region and your back, especially back and your anal region, get vibration. So let's do lam. Lam, 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 lam. So you put your head down a little bit, and you have to do it in the low frequency. Even like kharja sadhana. Kharja means lower than your normal sound, like this. Lam, 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 lam. So you are focusing your mind onto the lower part of your body, and you will realize there is a vibration. L, l, l. So when you are saying l, that's one type of l. I showed you that in one breathe out several times lum. But there is another way you can do lum. L, the pronouns l is how you pronounce l is it is a palatal. You touch the tongue to the palate and say then the L comes out. L, L, L. So when you try to make the sound of L, but actually you don't say L, you will 100% you will notice that there is a vibration going to the lower part of your body, including the back, like this. So Allah is basically the first Muladhara chakra. So that's the foundation of life. So in Allah, the word Allah, there is akar and lakar, bijakshar la. These two words are combined together in the word Allah. So la, 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 la. I am hitting the Muladhara chakra. I am hitting the lower part of the body and the back with la, 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 la. If you do it for an hour every day, all your both your, I mean, your Muladhara chakra will get activated, and good effects will happen.
I'm going to leave.
Okay. Goodbye. Okay. You can go. Okay. So we are continuing, okay, because I'll send the recording to him for him to listen. He cannot concentrate, so he left. That long. It's too long for him. If you want to stay, you stay, we can continue. Do you have time? You want to continue or? Okay. So, la, 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 lum, 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 lum. You will get so much engrossed and you will focus onto the lower part of your body that you can't believe it. You can do it for 10 minutes, 15 minutes easily. Lum, la, 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 lum, 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 lum. So we do that. Okay, so this is completely nirgun and nirakar sadhana. So just like Allah is nirgun and nirakar. There is no murti in it. So it is this thing, so that you are just imagining the whole totality universe, and we are doing that. Then Vam is the Swadhisthana chakra. In Va, all you need to do is that pouch the mouth. Va, Vam, 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 Vam. When you start saying Vam, you will feel the vibration from the tip of the penis up to the Manipur chakra up to your navel. You will feel it. You can feel do it for half an hour. You will definitely realize that. So to do work, you do work like this. So you start vibrating the lower parts of that, and then by vibration, your parasympathetic nervous system, which is past the lower third, of the gut, that gets stimulated, and also the vagus, which is supplies the abdomen, gets this thing, and then your liver, kidney, all the vital organs get increased blood supply, and your body starts functioning much better with stimulation of Swadhisthana chakra. So Swadhisthana chakra, you stimulate by saying wo in a different ways. When you say br, 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 br. See, you might have noticed the kids, babies or children, when they get abdominal colic, or when they get their abdomen is not right, 2-3 year old children, they discover sometimes that by doing I have noticed that there was a guru, I met him. I went to him, and my sister was having a belly problem, stomach upset. He told her that sit down and then do bro for 5 minutes. Let me go. You just do bro for 10 minutes. And then he came back. In 10 minutes, her belly which was hurting from previous day, stopped completely. So it created actually dilatation of these things. It was going into spasmodic, the colon. That colon released, the colonic spasm released. So B and W, they come to come little bit closer to each other. So W, B, W, W. So anyway, W is the Swadhisthana chakra. So you do it like this. So these, you keep on doing these chakras like that, and then we come to Omkar. So I think we will split this message into another this thing, and then we will do more bijakshar, and then we will go to that stage of Omkar. That will be better. So Subhash will be also here, and then we'll do it. Already we are going on for about 35 minutes on recording. So we will stop here. Is that okay, Narendra?
Yeah, it is okay. Okay.
हा, ओके. आपण तुम्ही
करूया.
करायला सुरुवात करा. आपण
हो.
एक मिनिट, मी रेकॉर्डिंग पाहतो.